Hey fellow chess nerds, I usually say tennis nerds on my other channel, Tennis Nerd, but this is about chess. It's about the upcoming World Championship match between Magnus Carlsen and Ian Nepomniachtchi. It's 14 games, and if they reach 7-all, they will play a rapid chess tiebreak. $2 million at stake. The winner takes 60%, the loser 40%. Who will win this match? Magnus goes in as a heavy favorite. The book favors him about 130 times your money, and Jan gets around 320. Even while looking at the head-to-head being in Jan's favor, he's actually leading Magnus 4-1 in classical chess. But in the rapid and blitz portions, Magnus is way ahead in the head-to-head. Classical chess is quite a long form of chess. You have kind of a game can take several hours, and it requires a lot of physical strength and conditioning. These guys are preparing with computers to make sure that they can get the most from their openings against their opponent. There's a lot of mental warfare happening. Carlsen said in an interview recently that he thought it was very good for him that he got Jan instead of tougher candidates. That's how he expressed it, like Fabiano Caruana or Ding Liren. They are higher ranked in the ratings. But Jan won the candidates tournament. That's how he qualified for this match. His performance was absolutely spectacular. So if he can perform similarly, he will be a threat even to Magnus. This is Magnus' 5th World Championship match. So I think we will see a lot of experience from him, and that makes him the likely favorite. Even if you look at the data from chess.com, they made some surveys. 84% believe Magnus will win, 16% that Jan will win. They've also done some predictive modeling there, and it looks like it's 80% chance that Magnus will win this match. Still, it's a match, 14 games. Who will be prepared the best? Jan is more of an explosive player, has pretty aggressive style. He can be a little bit volatile, a little bit up and down. His main problem is that after a loss, he can kind of get a bit destructive and play some poor games. Magnus is a bit more stable overall, a little bit more of a solid player, more versatile, while we can see more fireworks from Jan. So if Jan can get to a really good start, maybe get an early win, I think he has a better chance to go for the upset. Otherwise, Magnus should be a pretty steady favorite. The previous World Championship matches he's played against Karyakin, for example, and Caruana, they have been extremely hard fought, pretty boring matches, to be honest. A lot of draws, and that's a problem with classical chess, that Magnus has even said himself that classical chess is with all the theory, meaning like the players prepare with computers, they sit down with something called chess base and they go through games and they prepare with their teams. They have a team of seconds, as they call them, where they actually go through the player, his repertoire, what openings does he play, what kind of games and structures and middle games does he usually get himself into, where does he play well, where are his weaknesses, and they try to exploit that and find openings and holes in the other player's repertoire. And that's the interesting mind war that goes on in chess, and I think we will see a lot of that, especially in match play, which is quite fascinating. So let's hope it's an exciting match to look forward to. Chess has had a strong resurgence in the last couple of years, partly thanks to the Netflix series Queen's Gambit, but also because now you can stream chess on Twitch. I was a competitive chess player before, now I only play online. I didn't reach any spectacular heights. I won the junior Swedish championship. I won the team championship with one of the teams a few times, played in the World Championship, European Championship for juniors. Pretty decent player, but reached only around 2300 ELO and the FIDE Master title. Then I retired from over the board competitive chess when I was around 20 years old. Focus on tennis, focus on work and other things. That's a little bit about my background. I managed to draw Magnus Carlsen in one tournament. We played a 6-hour draw in 2003, and he was only 13 years old, I think, but he was already perceived to be the next world champion in the future, and he actually made that come true, and he was already a better player than I was at that time, although he was so much younger. So that's a small claim to fame from me. But yes, he was much younger then, and now he's perhaps the best of all time. That's another question to discuss. We have mainly Garry Kasparov competing for that title, but it's hard to say greatest of all time. Usually have greatest of each generation, and Carlsen is definitely the greatest player of his current generation. But we have Alireza Firouzja, a very strong player, now number 2 in the world, I think, after his recent tournaments. So keep your eyes on him. He has a very aggressive style, originally hailing from Iran. A very tough player and definitely a challenger for Magnus for the upcoming years to come. So keen to watch this match, the World Championship match. I predict Magnus will win. Who do you think will win? It starts on Friday the 26th, so I will tune in and have my eyes on that, and keen to hear if you will do that too. Definitely look forward to this interesting match, mano a mano, between the 2 of the best players in the world, and fighting it out for the World Championship title. Do you play chess? Do you play online? Chess.com, Chess, Chess24, there are many websites. They will all have coverage. You're also able to follow the match on YouTube. There are many very good commentators talking about the match in different languages. I usually follow Pirleko, a very good commentator, usually commentates for Chess24, if I'm not mistaken, with Tanya Sakhdeb, something like that. Very good commentating team. You can follow the match on YouTube, and I will do that too. And if you think it's interesting for me to talk more about chess, I'm still pretty much connected to chess in one way, at least following it with my left eye, although most of my things are related to tennis these days. But I do like to play online occasionally. I maintain a decent level of play. Nothing fantastic, but decent. Well, that's all about this video. Looking forward to the Carlsen-Nepo battle to start on Friday, and let me know if you're gonna watch that too. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, and don't forget to play some chess.